amount of time.
Okay.
Let's do Exploding Kittens, I guess.
Okay, exploding kittens.
Oh,
I know it's a terrifying concept.
Explode.
Anyone
Playing
that's
exploding kittens. Yeah.
yeah, another Saber. They love us.
Mhm.
Saber's
Um,
everywhere, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, Exploding Kittens is a card game created by the Oatmeal, who was like peak 2010 internet humor comics.
The narwhal bacons at midnight, brother.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. So it's a fun enough game. It's kind of a Russian roulette style
Mhm.
game, like card game. There is a bomb, and one of the kittens has a bomb, and you have different tools that you draw out of your decks and stuff. To like, you want to defuse the bomb or pass the bomb or skip the bomb. There's a billion different ways that you can sort of handle that. So, when it got the code for VR, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess a VR card game sounds
Mhm.
boring. I don't know, man. It's a card game. How do you do that? And credit where credit is due. They took the concept of the game and made it like prop based. It's actually kind of neat the way they adapted this game, because it's not all of this function of the cards and everything is present, but everything's sort of redesigned as a prop. Like, you'll see pictures of the cards when you play certain things, but that's not really what you're doing. You'll see you have like you're shuffling. It's a gotcha game. They turned it into a gotcha game in a way.
Oh wow.
One of those capsules is the kitten. So like, you push the button on top of the thing, it spits out a capsule. The capsule will get you stuff, other cards, other tools, collectibles that if you collect enough of them, you can use it to do it, force your opponent to do something, kind of stuff. It's still Russian roulette. It still functions exactly the same, but just having like these props where it's like you get the snippers and you have to snip the bomb to defuse it because you have the diffuser, or you have a sticky hand that lets you grab a random card out of your opponent's hand because that's what you drew. It's online, so you're just sitting at a table with a bunch of people playing these games. You can play against AI if you wanted to. It's all.
So are all those tables like
world.
just different groups of people playing?
Not like what you see there is just sort of the hub that you like go up to, and there's different. The hub is interactive. You can go around. You can see, you shoot basketball. You can mess around with stuff. But then you go through the lobby door and you like pick at the table you want to sit at, and then the people will sit around the table, and you all have your avatar and you're looking at each other. It has different security settings. So if you want to have like I don't want them to hear me and I never want to hear them, you can do that, but you can have different like active mic, inactive mics, listen to stuff. So there's a lot of like, they know how people can be online, and they kind of give you various options to deal with that. It's fun. It's a fun little VR game. It works like it only works in VR because they made it sort of this sort of prop based as opposed to card based, and that was a smart move, and it's all really well designed. I swear one of the voices in it is Oni. There's a character that sounds exactly like Oni.
Oh, really?
At times in there, and every time it pops up, I'm like, I don't care enough to look up in the credits, but in my mind, it seems like this would be the kind of thing he would.
So what seems cool to me, just from watching this trailer, is they seem to really understand like what makes VR game like VR in general like cool. Like it has these like social hubs and little things you can do with your friends and just like or other people. Like they seem to like understand that people are just like hanging out and like doing stuff and also playing games. So I think
feels
that's pretty.
It feels a lot like they made their own version of Rec Room.
Yeah.
If you know that VR game.
Game.
I think Rec Room's cool, and so it's like Rec Room with the core of Exploding Kittens being playable in it. So it's like you can mess around. It is. You can get like online with people wandering about and stuff. You can see right here. You don't have to. You can just walk into certain lobbies and just walk up to a table or whatever and just pick the table you want to be at. It really is sort of expandable on how interactive you want this game to be with other people. So it's cool. They really made it scalable. And the game's fun. I mean, like, it is a fun game. They're quick. They're quick games. You don't have to worry too much about it. And I like things where I like games where you have to hit buttons in VR. It's always satisfying.
I like that everybody's watching you do stuff. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And it's 1-to-1. So like how those people are looking around the table is how it's like you can, like, even if you have stuff turned off, like no interaction, you can like pantomime taunting people and stuff, and just like unfazingly staring at them or something, make them uneasy.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I like it. They did a really good job at adapting something for VR. Like, it's not just we made poker, like so many things are. VR stuff is really stale in a lot of ways because it's all kind of the same. It's either a rhythm game or a shooting game with like teleporting or something. Like that's kind of really all you get these days. But this one is just like, they adapted a well-loved game into VR without cannibalizing the game, the actual like physical game. Like it's not the same, but it is the same. Like this does not replace Exploding Kittens, especially since Exploding Kittens also has like a billion expansions and NSFW
and a cartoon
and a cartoon. Yeah, so it's cool. It's like it's just an expansion of the Exploding Kittens universe.
The universe of Exploding Kittens.
Yeah.